I'm Hunter Lewing,
Hey, I'm Kelsi.
and we're here with the Sabine Parish Tourist Commission in Toledo Bend Lake Country.
That's us. We're doing our first podcast.
First podcast. It's exciting. I'm new.
Well, I'm definitely new to podcasting.
Yeah, well, I'm new. I'm new to Sabine Parish Tourist Commission.
Yes, you are.
And tell me about last year. What happened?
Well, last year was a lot of fun. Really exciting. Lots of things happened, and we kicked the year off with 2 national fishing tournaments.
Oh wow, which ones?
Well, first in January we had Major League Fishing Bass Pro Tour, and then in February we had the Bassmaster Elites, which this office has never hosted 2 national fishing tournaments in the same year. So it was kind of a big deal, and
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun and a lot of work though at the same time.
it was definitely a lot of work, but it was well worth it because of the attendance and the impact that it had on the area. And then of course we had our regular festivals and events, annual festivals, and we supported those through marketing.
I know I done a teach. I taught some 8th graders a history of Toledo Bend Lake for y'all.
Yes, you did. That was for Major League Fishing. We had that education day.
Yes.
And so that was, there's so many things happen.
It was a big event. There was lots of people there. So
I can't even think of them all. Like that one, we did education day the day before the Major League Fishing big days of their tournament, because I feel like it was important to get the younger community out to the lake to see what all our lake does besides just being for recreation. And I feel like they don't talk about that in school a whole lot.
No, they
so that
don't.
was a lot of fun. I forgot you helped us with that, but you sure did.
Yeah, that was kind of my first introduction to y'all, working with y'all.
Yeah.
And the sad part is I forgot about it. And so the morning of, I had to wake up at like 3:30 to prepare and get everything because I forgot all about it.
Gotcha.
So it was great. It worked out great.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I would have never known that you had been up
since
3:30 that day. No.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah. So teaching is kind of one of your first loves.
I was a teacher before I came here.
Yeah.
And it was great, but I thought this would be a fun twist. So
yeah,
here I am. I'm working here.
Well, welcome to the team. And now we put you to work doing a podcast.
Right away. I mean, here we are.
Yeah. So our offices wanted to do a podcast for a long time. It's just something we haven't made the time to do, but now we are. It's a new year, new opportunities.
I think this is a great way, a more modern way, I think, to kind of let people know what's going on.
Yeah.
Than just newsletters or just reading.
People don't really like to read that much.
No, they don't.
But
I'm one of the few. My wife reads like 60 books a year, and I'm over here struggling to get through 12.
Wow.
But
yeah, I just got invited to a book club actually.
Did you?
They want me to read the first book, which is a long one, within like the next 2 weeks before the next meeting, and I already told them that's probably not happening.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, this podcast is going to be a lot of fun, we hope, and so I hope this is the way we can kind of tell people what's coming up in the area. Ultimately, just share all that our great area has to offer in a more fun way than like we said, reading.
What different events coming up? I know for one, I put in the event today is the Manny Parade, the Mardi Gras Parade coming up.
Yes, Manny Gras.
The Manny Gras.
Yeah.
And it is February 1st.
Yes, it is. I was in the parade last year actually because I was on the crew of Cypress, and it was so much fun. All the floats like put lights on their float because it's a nighttime parade.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure that's been done plenty of other places before, but I had never seen it, and
I haven't
it was
either.
a lot of fun.
I didn't get to go last year. I was working, but my wife went, and she thought it was a great time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that this year again. They do a street dance too afterwards. Which
who doesn't love to dance in the street?
Yeah, I know.
I feel like that's just something everybody should do.
I know, it does sound like a lot of fun, so I am really looking forward to that.
Another thing we was talking about earlier was the fact that y'all won an award last year.
Yes, see, and I forgot that's what I started this talking about. It's everything that happened last year. Our office was granted a Louis Award for being CVB of the Year.
Okay, pause. What is a CVB?
So it stands for Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Okay.
It's basically just a generic term for tourist commissions like ours.
Okay. Okay.
And so, for anybody watching that doesn't know, the Sabine Parish Tourist Commission is branded as Toledo Bend Lake Country. We are a convention and visitors bureau. We promote tourism for Sabine Parish, ultimately for all of Toledo Bend Lake Country. So that's just a little bit about us. In case anybody didn't know, I just want to clear that up.
Let me clear the air here. Coming up, y'all won another award, right?
Well, we hope. So the Louisiana Travel Association awards these Louis Awards every year, and we were nominated again for CVB of the Year.
Oh,
so it'll be really cool to go 2 years in a row.
Just the nominations, just kind of.
Yeah, it's an honor for sure.
Yeah, 2 times in a row.
But
that's what 64 parishes at least that have tourist commissions.
Yeah. So it's a big honor, and maybe we'll get it again. We'll see. But it just goes to show, even winning it the first time, just goes to show all the things that our office does to bring tourism to the area and promote the tourism in the area, but also just our destination speaks for itself. That Toledo Bend Lake Country is a place you can relax, you can fish, you can shop, you can eat, you can spend time with family, or you can go to Mardi Gras parades. Like, you can do so much right here, and it's in our own backyard.
Yeah, that's great. I remember last year, I didn't get to go, but I heard so much about it. We had a Bigfoot Symposium.
Yes, Bigfoot. It was in November at Wildwood, and it was the Toledo Bend Bigfoot Symposium.
That's so interesting.
It is. So there's been a lot of firsts and a lot of big things happening in this past year.
But the parish has a lot of Bigfoot lore going on.
I
remember like years ago, we had the Bigfoot people.
Yeah.
The Bigfoot Hunter TV show. And they came down here and interviewed people that seen Bigfoot.
Right.
And then we had the whole Fisher. They were like the Bigfoot capital for a minute because they had this.
I remember that too. But even before this event was being planned, I'm not the type of person that thinks a lot about Bigfoot. But once I started getting involved with helping them with this event, I mean, it is pretty cool to like hear the theories and the stories. And there's people out there that like really believe it hardcore, and they have science to back it up. And so that's what this event was. It was the researchers and the authors, TV personalities coming and talking about their own findings,
bringing a little science to the myth.
Yes, exactly. And I think it was well attended. Over 100 people were there, and they all loved it so much. Everyone left asking when the next one is.
Oh, that's great.
And so the organizers are actually bringing it back again next year. So it'll be next December. Or this December, now that we're in 2025. So
gosh, I can't believe we're already in 2025.
I know, it's crazy.
And half the month is gone already.
I know, especially working in tourism, things just fly by is what I think. I mean, since I started here, it's like the years have just zoomed right past.
Well, I've waited tables and worked at a restaurant on the lake for 12 years.
Oh no, I had no idea.
Yeah, and it just kind of same thing like every year when the tournaments hit, it's just like the whole summer flies by.
Like, don't blink.
That's all you do. There's event after event, and there's so many people coming to the area.
It's busy for sure.
Yeah, so it's tourism in this area is just booming all the time.
Yes.
And even off the fishing tournaments, there's always something going on.
Yeah, so last year was definitely really busy. This year we have a lot coming up that we're excited about too. And so I look forward to getting to talk about that on this podcast with you. And if we have any surprise guests or anything like that throughout the year, I'm thinking we'll do these like once a month.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Put them out there for everybody to enjoy.
Kind of let people know what's coming up too. Yeah, hopefully they'll enjoy.
You might get sick of me and Hunter. I don't know, but
I don't see it happening.
Yeah, no. But starting in February is one of the most exciting things of the year. Our office is actually going to New Orleans for the Super Bowl. Not to the game. But
okay.
Those tickets are a little expensive, but we're going with the Louisiana Office of Tourism to host a booth at a couple of events surrounding the Super Bowl. So we're doing
there's like a big festival, right?
Yeah, so on that Friday and Saturday there's a Louisiana Culture Fest where different CVBs, that term again, are going to be there in the French Quarter, set up at their booths, showing what their area has to offer. So we're going to bring some different swag items, our bass statues, just to kind of represent Toledo Bend, but We're also
I'm sure
gonna,
y'all be giving away some stuff, you know.
we are. We're even going to give away some free food with the Baptiste Tamale House.
I don't know if people know about that, but hot tamales in our area are very, very popular.
They are, for sure. And so we're taking some down south with Baptiste Tamale House. They're going to make some tamales, do a tamale demonstration, talk about the history and the culture, and we'll be promoting the Zawali Tamale Fiesta.
Yeah, it's like bringing a little Zawali tamale down there.
Yeah, definitely. Because, I mean,
to the Big Easy.
You know, New Orleans is full of culture and all of that. And,
oh, yeah.
And I think people can forget sometimes, like, all that the rest of Louisiana has to offer, too. So
Above the I-10 line.
yeah, so I'm really looking forward to bringing that Zawali flair and Toledo Bend uniqueness to New Orleans. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll get to talk about that in the next episode too.
Well, that's great. And then so we have so many other events coming up for February.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day and different things that we're going to end up talking about for our next podcast.
Yeah. And in the meantime, in between when our podcasts come out, people can always look online on our website on our events calendar to see what's coming up.
Yes, that's updated constantly.
Yeah, so it's just ToledoBendLakeCountry.com. You can find it there. I'm just really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing a blog
now.
Yeah, a monthly blog.
A monthly blog that's it's almost like our podcast, except it's just kind of giving you an overview of what's going on.
If you'd rather read.
If you'd rather read than watch us, which I don't see that really being a thing. But
I know, but we can be a little all over the place sometimes.
We definitely
We're both a little
can.
ADD, so but that's okay. It's more entertaining that way, I guess.
Yeah, so I look forward to this.
Yeah.
Starting up this podcast and seeing what's to come for our year ahead.
It's going to be a lot of fun. If anybody ever has suggestions of like things they want us to talk about or guest speakers I'd like to see, you think they could just like comment, message us?
Oh yeah, comment, email,
things?
Message, whatever they want to do.
Yeah, want to keep them entertained for sure.
Definitely. We're open to suggestions, especially since this is new.
Yeah, we're not claiming to be experts.
No, not
we'll
at all.
We'll make that clear. Definitely not.
At all.
We're just having fun.
That's it. That's all we're doing.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll see you next time.
All right.